Hello everyone, I am Plankera, and today we're going to continue cutting out some art for a Shalom from Path to Nowhere rig. So last time I noticed that there was some weird stuff going on with how this coat was underneath and on top of the arm at the same time. And I think I figured out how I'm going to deal with that. So, still just thinking about it a little. Let me go take a look at the reference again, just to really make sure I do have this the way that I think it should work. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, I need to find the big color layer, which I think is down here. There it is, this one, right? Yeah. Okay. And I need this to go the other way a little, so we're going to take the liquefy tool and push it a little bit this way. This unfortunately makes it less symmetrical, but I guess I'll just have to deal with that in order to make this look okay. And then I want to find the coat layer, which I think is it this one? And for this one, I think I'm just going to erase over here. There we go, so that should convincingly push that this way. I do not blame myself for having a hard time thinking about how to do this the other day. But I can do it now. Oh no, what is that? Is that part of the belt? Let me go hide all these belt layers. Where are they? Are they down here? No, it looks like they're higher up. We're definitely getting to the point where the layers are getting very, very unwieldy. How many are we up to? 321. Yep. Okay. Okay, so it is sticking through there a little bit. In that case, maybe I want this to go a little bit more like this. Probably have to do a little bit of redrawing, but that's fine. I've done so much redrawing on this that a little bit more won't hurt me. So just kind of smooth some of this stuff out a little. Make it a little bit rounder. Okay. So that should be that. And then from there, I need the... Do I have the main coat layer up still? I do. Okay. So I kind of need this. I'm gonna go hide all the belts again. To kind of come out here. Do I have the layer locked? I do. And this will go over into here. Let me turn on the shadow here to give me a better idea of where this divider should be. This little seam. Actually, rather than drawing it, it might be easier just to use the liquefy to bring this back into place. Since I do already have all that stuff drawn, I'll just need to clean it up a little. Liquefy has a tendency to make things a little bit blurry. So I'll just clean it up a bit once it's all back in place. Okay, I think that's good. Then I want to straighten the part back here. And I'll just extend the lower coat to connect to here when the time comes. Okay, so something like this. Let me just get all these colors back and in the right place before I go and continue. So I should probably lock it. It's fine if I'm a little bit outside the lines. And I just want to get this looking nice again. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now that should be over there. And if I put the belts back on... hopefully this will somewhat cover the transition between the top area of the coat and the bottom. Let's see here. What exactly is this part? Is that coat that I had to extend? I think it probably is. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to use this quite the way I was hoping as a good way to separate them. That's a little sad. Okay, how am I going to do that then? There are decisions that need to be made here. Because I don't really want to have to line up the top part of the coat and the bottom part of the coat every time I want to do something. That sounds like it'd be a pain. I don't really want to keep the hand just perpetually underneath the coat. Like, that makes the most sense. But I think I would lose something from the original if I did something like that. So I don't really want to do that if I can help it. Which means I do need part of the coat to be on top of the arm and part of the coat to be underneath it, which means I have to have a degree of layer separation and layer order. I mean, I guess I could potentially use the reverse clipping mask. What that would do is, make it so that a particular, you know, how a clipping mask makes it so that only the layers, or only the pixels that line up with the layer underneath show. And I'm using that, you know, in the art here a lot. Like, for example, this shadow is actually much bigger than this code area, but because I clipped it onto the code area, only the part that overlaps with the code area shows. So the reverse clipping mask basically makes it so that this way any pixels that overlap with the layer don't show. So it's like I could do something like that and just have all the coat parts on one layer. But even that has some messiness. Because, like, even looking here, it's like if all of this was one layer and I used a reverse clipping mask, then her hand wouldn't show. So it's like, no, I need them to overlap and have some parts show and some parts not. So it's like, I know roughly what I have to do, it's just the exact logistics of it all are confounding me at the moment. Let's see if I can... Nope, that's definitely is... Okay. Well, let's see exactly how little, or how, close in I can stay here without... letting the sleeves peek through, because it looks like I need a little bit more through here. Ooh, this is tricky. Very, very tricky. Okay. I'm probably overcomplicating it a little bit. For the sake of... I'm not sure if I'd call it perfectionism, but I'm trying to be kind to my future self and figure out a good way to do this. so that my future self's life will not be filled with suffering while trying to rig this. Okay. Apologies if I get a little bit quiet. I'm trying to think about how to go about doing this. See, it'd be nice if I just had a spot that... if the code behaved more like I would expect it to, but it does not. It has this little bit that's a little bit more fantasy. It works fine for a still image, but once I make it move, I'm not quite sure how well that'll work. I am gonna have to extend this belt out a little bit. Let me just kind of get everything drawn roughly through here, so I can connect these two parts, and that will at least stop bothering me. Let's just start with the part that's bothering me, and I'll expand from there. That's always a good policy when you're feeling a little bit stuck and don't know what to do. Okay. So these two areas are at least connected now. I guess I can afford to have the top part not fully connect here. And just have maybe a little dark area going right through here. Something like this. That should pretty safely connect those. And then I am going to need to extend this belt a little bit, I think, and maybe I can use that. Let me just hide that part real quick while I find where everything is. What the heck are some of these other layers? Do I really have the loop at the bottom here? That doesn't make sense. Okay, there it is. Okay, I see. So I put it underneath all the flippy belt parts. That makes sense. Okay. So that's that. This is the one I need to extend around the code a little bit. So let's do that. And with that, maybe that'll be enough to give me a little bit of a buffer between the top and bottom parts of the coat. I think I can do something like this. Let me zoom in and make sure it's all pretty. All nice and pretty. There we go. I do think I still have some parts I need to redraw on all this. So I guess I can do that now. Because it kind of looks like this part. Oh, wait. No wonder I was confused. I guess I never properly cleaned all these. And redrew everything. Okay, I should do that now. Still not quite sure what this is, but I guess it's fine. It's not hurting anyone. Okay. But I think I have all this figured out now. Been very phlegmy today, so I'm trying to mute my microphone in time to spare you guys from my coughing, but have not been feeling my best. Alright. So for parts of this, it's kind of... those little holes. Fascinating. But for this part, it's a bit tricky to tell exactly how I should draw this. This is belt loop, but I can't tell exactly how the light and dark on that shake out. It looks like it's probably supposed to do something like this. Something like this. And then I'll just make this part smooth. Should be able to do something like that. And then we'll just keep this part dark. Blend through here a little bit more. Okay, and I think that should do it. Like I said, I still am not sure what this thing is. Even looking at the original, I'm just like, I haven't a clue. Because, I mean, it looks like it's just a fold in the leather. But then it, like, connects to everything weirdly, and I don't understand. Maybe that's just... Okay, I have a thought. I think it might just be... not something that's supposed to be in this layer. So let me find the next part of the belt here. Yes, I think it's supposed to be this. Okay. I think I can get rid of that on this layer. And in that case, exactly how do I handle this part? Because this is folded a bit strangely and I don't quite understand it. Let's take another quick look at it. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. So we have the top of the belt here, it goes up here, connects up here. So it's like, yes, I understand that this is like where the top of the belt connects here. The pattern on it is a bit strange. Maybe I should just cut it like this. I might just have to make some stuff up as I go. There's a lot down here that just feels a little bit off to me sometimes. So I guess this... oh no, not with the soft brush. Probably connects like this. I'll keep it looking like that. I guess this is fine. This is probably fine enough for what I'm going to use it for, so I'll call it good. Now this part, I can go in and redraw this. Just using my little hard brush for now. And now that it's drawn in, I can go back in with the soft brush and blend the colors. That's the way I find this easiest. And then the line art is the very last thing. I can tell there's supposed to be a little line through here. Okay, and I guess I don't have any back parts for this. I probably don't need it. It also looks like I did not cut this very cleanly. Or probably at all. Yeah, I just don't have this. I never actually finished fully cutting this. Okay. That's fair. I guess I just didn't do any redrawing over here yet. I got caught up in figuring out what the heck was going on at the bottom of the coat there. And how her arm could be under it and on top of it at the same time. And I just never properly cleaned all this. Yeah, and all the... Okay, do I have all the other parts of the belt cut? Okay, I did that part at least. So this one's on top, which means I want to extend here a little bit. Give myself a little bit of extra room. That's a bit too much. There we go. That's a good amount of zoom. There we go. And that should be plenty. So now I'll just bring this into there. Yep, and that's the right amount of shadow there, so I can just blend the colors here. Get them smooth, and I see I missed a spot. And that should be perfect. There. Alright, and now we'll go extend the bottom one. And probably clean that up a little bit too. Looks like it... Actually, this layer looks like it had a bit of trouble with some upscale artifacting, so I should go and clean up around here too. Won't take too long. And it'll make everything look a bit nicer. I'll just go and reline a lot of this so it doesn't look quite so choppy. The upscaler apparently did not like a lot of the transparent pixels on the edges here. It had a bit of trouble with them. It's okay. It doesn't take too long to just go in and clean everything up. Get everything looking the way I want it. It's worth it, I think, just to put a little bit of extra effort into something to get it just the way you want it. Maybe sometimes that's perfectionism, but I think having a little bit of attention to detail will make your work that much better. And I think that's true for more things than just art. My nose is so itchy this morning. I do apologize if my model is spazzing out a little bit, just... I cannot stop scratching my nose. That's definitely going to interfere with my productivity today. That's a bit unfortunate, but... it's alright. I'll still do my best. And give it everything I got today. It's like I could just... say that I'm not feeling my best today and... not stream, not draw, not... do anything, just kinda... rot and watch YouTube or something. But, you know, then I wouldn't get anything done. And I like doing all this. I think it's fun. So... I hope when you're not feeling your best, you'll consider doing something creative instead of just letting your brain give into the laziness and just kind of flop. I mean, we all need days where we just kind of flop, but I try to keep those as few as possible. Okay, I think that's good now, so now I can move on to over here. I'll just draw a little bit of extra here. Give myself a little bit of space. That should be good. This should be plenty. I don't need too much space to make this look good, I don't think. And here I can definitely tell it got hit hard by the upscaler, so... definitely go in and make sure that those look nice. And here it looks like it might differentiate a little bit from the original because I don't like the way this spot looks. This might just be upscaler artifacting though. My goodness. Poor nose. It's funny, I didn't really used to get allergies. In the past couple of years, they've just gotten a little bit worse. I'm not sure if I just have something growing in my backyard that my allergies don't appreciate, or if something has just changed in me. There we go. All right. I'll just go in and blend this all again. And I don't mind keeping that little dark patch up there. I think that looks fine. I think I do want to smooth out this little piece right here, though. There's a little bit of a blob there, and I don't like it. I think that's a little bit better. There we go. Put this up there, and then there's like a light part that I can extend up here. Get everything matching. And looking as much like the original as I can. Alright. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen here. So I have to do a little bit of extra redrawing on this to get them to line up the way I think they should. Okay. I think that's much better. Not sure why they weren't lighting up before. I wonder if I just erased too much. Hello there! How are you doing today? Alright. So that should be all the belt stuff redrawn. Good. Did you still want me to look at the thing that you drew the other day? I think up here's a little bit blobby, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. Alright. I'll come pull it up once I finish the stroke here. Give me just a sec. Just don't want to stop right when I'm in the middle of something. So otherwise I'll lose my train of thought. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Alright, did you have it uploaded on your DeviantArt? Where are you? Alright. Okay, I think I've got it open here, so let me switch on over. You can tell me if it's the right one. Yeah. Get that all there. Yeah. Okay. So is this the one? Alright. So I see it's a knight with what looks like a chicken insignia. That's pretty cute. What's the text say here? Wrecker less on... Can't quite make out that word. YouTube? Alright. Don't think I've ever seen a knight with sunglasses. Definitely makes him look very stylish. Alright. It's very cute. Let's go ahead and switch back on over, and I'll go back to drawing this belt here. Okay. Somehow I did not redraw this when I thought I had, but now I have, so we're good. Let's see here. I was trying to figure out good ways to draw this coat because there was a... Oh, I see. So he's one of the ones that you use when you stream or make videos? So here I think I can afford to just get everything up in here. Okay. And yeah, the belt should serve as a reasonable transition point now. So I don't have to be like super precise with everything. Oh, one of your favorite YouTubers. Apologies. Reading is hard. My allergies are acting up and my eyes are a little bit watery, so I apologize if I can't read today. I'm a little bit out of it. There must be something in my backyard seriously aggravating my allergies. And I've been having a time. me smooth out this area a bit. But this should let me make it so I won't have to suffer connecting the top and the bottom areas of her coat anymore. Okay. So now if I turn the bottom part on... Yeah, and this is just a copy. I don't think I need this anymore. Okay, perfect. I think I have solved my problem. Because her arm is doing some magic stuff where it was on top and below her coat at the same time. So I had to pull some shenanigans to make that happen. But I think the shenanigans have been pulled. I was just taking a break to draw the belt. Okay, let's see. So now I just want to connect up in here. And at some point, I will want to make sure the bottom part of the coat is clean. I think I'm at the point where I can afford to start blending everything. And I think I'm also going to need a drop shadow for this belt. Did the original have a good one that I want to take? Not really, actually, so I think I'm just going to have to draw it. Okay, I can do that. Because, yeah, the area around here was mostly dark anyway, so I'm not surprised that there wasn't much of a shadow in the original. Okay. Well, I see. Have you, drawn anything else lately? Or is that still the last thing you drew? Alright. Okay. So I wanted to draw a little shadow in there, but I think everything else looks okay. Let me just blend out everything in the bottom. Add in a couple of extra folds to compensate for this belt loop that's here. I think I can actually afford to make most of this area dark because it's underneath the belt loop. And it makes sense for a shadow to be there. You don't want this to get too soft, though. It's both kind of a cast shadow and a fold. Oh, do I have a hole right there? Okay, well, can't have that. Where are you? There you are. There's just so many layers, and I keep getting lost in them today. There we go. I'll just make this little fold here. Makes sense for there to be one kind of coming out from this right here. With maybe a little bit of a light right here. Is that actually darker? No, no way. Okay, there we go. Just kind of making some stuff up. Hopefully imitate the original artist's style a little bit more closely. A lot of this won't be seen, but that's okay. It's all stuff that I want there, just in case things move around a little more than I expect when I start animating. Okay. So that should be fine here. I don't think I need to redraw further. Okay. So now I guess I just need to Get the redrawing in on the lower coat. Add a belt shadow, and oh man, the coat is actually finally almost done. I'm so excited. I feel like that's been a long time coming. Alright, let's hide all of this. Then hide the arm. Guess we'll hide the skirt as well. Yeah, and now I can see this quite clearly. There's a little spot in the belt overlap. Did I already edit all that out? Yeah, it's looking pretty good all the way up through here, so I think I just have to worry about this part now. Okay. Where's the layer? There it is. This one, right? Nope, not that one. This one. Yes. Oh. I'll name it more accurately. So this way my future self knows what I'm talking about, and let me make sure that I have this extended the way I want, which means I need to turn the coat back on. Once I find it, there it is. Okay. So I want to make sure this covers enough ground that I'll be able to use it for everything I need to. So up here, and then through where this arm is, I think. So probably right through here. Actually, it probably needs to go higher than that. I think I need it to connect up here in order for this to make sense. Something like this. Yeah. So this way, if the arm ever moves, I do not expect that it'll move very much. But at least if it ever does, the coat will continue to make as much sense as it did before. Right now, there's still a bit of trouble, because the location of her arm, strictly speaking, doesn't quite make sense, but it's okay. That is okay. It's probably up like this then. This is underneath, so I don't have to worry about it quite as much. Because it won't be overlapping other things, and it's just sitting there underneath, and I can draw as much extra stuff as I need to. Since other stuff will be hiding it when I don't need it. See, where it really gets tricky is when it needs to be on top of everything else. Because then you don't have stuff that'll cover it for you. Okay. This should be the last hard part of the coat. And once I have this drawn, it should be pretty smooth sailing. I guess there's still a little bit on like the back of the collar that might be tricky, but I expect that'll be pretty straightforward. We'll see if my expectations live up, if reality lives up to my expectations. I'm trying to blend all this in. That was pretty messy when blocking it in, but that's pretty normal. I don't like to block in things too thoroughly. It just takes a lot of time when I'm just trying to get the gist of what I'm trying to do. So I try to keep it simple. That's how I operate my life in a lot of ways. Just, you know, if you don't have to make it complicated, don't. And see, it didn't even cause... my past stuff didn't even cause problems for current me. It's pretty straightforward once it's all blocked in. You just gotta make it pretty. All there is to it. Okay. I feel like this is already like probably 2/3 of the way done. And I've just gotten started, so that's nice. This actually went a lot easier than I was afraid it might. Just want to get these edges nice. And then up in here. Get these highlights in there. And properly blended. Pull this color up a little bit more. And I can see that this part probably is supposed to be a bit thinner. I'm using down here in the parts that were not drawn by me as clues for how this upper part should be. So I can continue matching the style the way I want. Okay. Let's start getting the seam in there. Just like that. Went in nice and easy for me. It went in nice and easy. In fact, all of this is going pretty easy. Oh, do I not have music on loop properly? I don't. Should now. There we go. Music's been giving me trouble the last couple of days. YouTube pulling shenanigans on me. Wish it'd stop. Okay. So this seam, I think I want to go all the way to the top. Because it'll connect with the upper part of the coat. There we go. And I can just pull this little light up. Just like that. I don't even mind that it's a little thicker right there, I don't think. I think I'll probably make it a little tiny bit thinner, but I don't think it has to be, like, super thin. Oh man, my nose is just... oh, it's so itchy today. Today might end up being a slightly shorter stream than usual, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm really determined to finish the coat today. And then go back and rename all the layers. And then I think at some point I want a big shadow to come through here. There we go. Okay. So I think that should be good. Does it blend well with everything else? Let's take a look. Yes, I think so. Alright. Let's draw a little shadow for the belt. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and select all the layers. Did I open the wrong coat? I did. Where are you? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select all the belt layers. Which is you, you, and you. Okay, and you. Alright. Looks like I got some dirt. I should probably clean that up before I do any of this, huh? Yeah. Okay. So I do try to get rid of these stray pixels wherever I can, because they'll cause problems for me when it comes time to rig. It'll confuse the art mesh, and if they're at all visible, then it'll look really weird when things start to move. It's like right now they're not noticeable, but with things moving, you notice weird inconsistencies a lot more easily. So I noticed the stray pixels, so I should just take care of them now while I'm thinking about it. And then I can draw the shadow. It's not a problem. Not a big deal at all. Okay. I'll save my future self a little bit of trouble. Alright. So I'll just go... Shoot, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. Sure, we'll just put it up here for now. It's gonna be coat, belt, shadow, left, or right. Okay. Now I can go hide those layers. There should be nothing but the dark void of shadow that I just created. And then I'll go ahead and hide things, and I'll make this look a bit nicer. Just feather the edge a little. This will also make it a little bit bigger than the belt itself, which will make it easier to use. I'm not going to worry about doing it to this side because, like, it's never going to go that far. I guess it could. Alright, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll do both sides. Because I could see myself swinging this belt around enough that it does cover the coat. Enough to, actually show both sides. I'm pressing pretty hard with my airbrush in order to get that kind of soft outer edge there, but not too soft. I don't want this to vanish into nothing. I just want it to be a little bit softer than it is. Okay. We're almost all the way around. Almost all the way around. I see, it didn't take too long for me to not be lazy and do both sides. Sometimes that little bit of extra effort is necessary. Okay. That should be plenty. And now I will clip it to the coat, which means we're just not really gonna see it, but that's okay. It's there for physics purposes. Where are you? There we are. Okay. I think that's everything cut and redrawn of the coat. I still have to do the red part in the back and the back up here. So let's do the back up top. I need to do the back of the coat and the back of her shirt. So let's find those layers. Alright, let's do the shirt first. Okay, I already have this duplicated for myself. Let's do it on the back of the coat here. Mirror that on over. And now let me hide all the neck parts so I can see what I'm doing. I have to draw what's behind all these neck parts. What the heck are they? There it is. Alright, let's start with the shirt, because the shirt is on top. hide the coat layers. I will do those after. Okay. Yeah, and this looks like it'll be pretty straightforward, because all I really have to do is... I'm gonna hide that flower too. All I really have to do is go ahead and connect things over here. I'm not sure what that is. Do I have... Ah, I see. I'll just hide that for now. That was just the cast shadow from the head onto the neck showing through. We'll just go ahead and get all this in there. Do I have you on top of the chest? I should definitely have you guys underneath the chest. Okay. There we go. And this should give me lots of space to... Actually, I should probably use my symmetry tool. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to have my symmetry tool on for this. And this way I can draw on both sides at the same time, and it'll be half as much work for me. I do like it when I can make half as much work for myself and get the same result. Very nice. Okay. I'll draw this all in there. I think this should be enough. This way I can have the body move a little bit more easily. I'm not actually sure how much of this I will need, but as always, I feel like half of rigging is just being prepared for everything. Even stuff you don't think you'll... Even stuff you're not really sure on. Okay. Go ahead and lock that for now. And go ahead and blend all this. Make it nice. Maybe add a little more folds. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll worry about filling in that hole, though. Okay, got that pretty smooth. Now there's just line art. I think I can get a darker color. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Let's go through, put the line around the collar. Now, even if she's headless, the back of her shirt will look fantastic. That's just how rigging goes. Gotta worry about all sorts of weird things. Okay. Now let's do the back of the coat. I had a lot less of the back of the coat drawn. Okay. Let's turn the coat layers back on so I can see where all this is gonna go. Okay, so it's like that. I'll just make sure I have all the parts I need there. Goes around like this. There we go, that should be perfect. And it looks like this is even a solid color for me, so I don't have to worry about blending or shading or anything. I get to keep it nice and simple. I like it when that happens. There we go. Fill everything in. And I didn't do this with the shirt layer, so I'm going to have to go back and do that. But I do want to hide the layers again, just to make sure that everything is looking nice over here. There we go. I'm about to hide the shirt layer anyway, so might as well do it here too. Okay. It is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and extend this out a little bit further though. Just to make sure it covers everything I need it to. There we go. Okay, now I can turn all these on. Let's get all the layers here. Get the coat back on. Alright, and I think that's most of the coat done. I think before I go ahead and paint the back of the coat here, the red part, I'm going to go ahead and name my coat layers properly. Because right now my mirrored ones are still just labeled copy. And I don't want that. Just mostly need to change left to right on most of these. So give me just a sec. I don't quite have the skills to write and talk at the same time, so I might get a little bit quiet between words. But fortunately, this is pretty straightforward. I just need to change left to right because they're mirrored copies of each other. So they should all be named according to my naming scheme already. Just need to actually go through and change them. Oh god, and there's so many layers in the coat. Pain. Alright, I'm gonna put down my pen just for a second so I can have both hands free for this. A very tedious but unfortunately very necessary step. I don't want two layers to be named the exact same thing, especially when they do different things. So I need to make sure to go through each one and have the name showing reflecting the correct side. Looks like I'm almost there though. Just a few more. Oh, looks like I already have these ones named. Yeah, the belts, because I was working on those earlier. Okay. But these ones still need to be named. Alright, that's all the naming I have to do. Oh no, I should use the same scheme here. So that's an upper, not a top. Okay. Alright. So with that, I guess I can go into the back of the coat now. So we'll go ahead and hide all the layers again. Actually, I'm gonna need to hide a lot of layers here, so I'll do that. Pretty much all of them. That's okay. Where's the arm here? There it is. I had little thumb pieces. Okay, let's turn the coat back on temporarily just so I can see how high up this needs to go. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Because I do want this to cover the entirety of where the coat goes, which means it's gonna go pretty much up to the chest here. I think it only needs to go about this high. Like if it needs to, showing more than that, I think I have bigger problems at hand. But I just turned you off. Oh, I accidentally turned on the other symmetry. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I need to fix that. I can see that there's some pixels that don't look great on the edge of the coat flap. Right here. 'Cause, yeah, that's not okay. Let's see here. Just cut through here. And then once I do that, I'm gonna need to... Oh, are you not this layer? Okay, well this is also wrong, so... Let's fix that real quick. Oh, it's okay though. And because I want to keep this symmetrical, I am just gonna have to copy and paste this over to the other side. Once I fix it. That's the downside to this kind of method. Like if you want to keep things really symmetrical, you have to kinda flip things over once you make any correction. And it can get a little bit tedious. But it's still better than redrawing the entire thing by hand. Twice. Okay. I'll get rid of some of these white pixels here. Yeah, I definitely can't leave it like that. That would not look good at all. And I see the collar also has it. I'm gonna have to go find the layer again. It's up here somewhere, I know it is. Just buried in a sea of layers. Doing its best to hide from me. Okay. That's a bit better. So it was this one, this one, and this one. Then we'll go bring it over to the right side. And from there, I can mirror them all. And that should fix the issue. No big deal at all. This is why I was so particular about a lot of things for a while. It's just... if you get it right the first time, it saves you a bit of trouble. And here I have to fix where this connects now. There we go. Here's the bottom of that one is a little bit different. Okay, but everything else looks fine. There was just a little error there. Okay, so that should be as far up as everything needs to go. Do I have everything extended left and right? Because it looked like I had gotten started on this. I don't. Okay. I do not. So let's do that now. Let's see, about as far as I needed to go. Probably something like this is fine. And over on this side. Through here, and probably just stuff like this. It's okay. Why are you transforming? I just need an eraser. There we go. I think I might have gone a little bit too far there, so trying again. Okay, so that should be as far as I need to go up and down and left and right. So now I just hide all of the layers. Pretty much all of them, since this is the thing that's in the very, very back. Okay. And now I just go in and fill everything in. Oh boy. It's gonna be slightly suffering, but it'll be okay. I can definitely tell I'm a bit tired today, though, from my allergies not being happy with me. We'll see if I'm able to finish this. It'd be so nice, though, because it's like... this is the last part of the coat. It's the last thing. The very, very last thing. Unfortunately, I can't lock the layer yet, so I'm being a little bit more careful than I otherwise would be. Put this all up here. Just bring all these colors around. Make sure everything is covered. And hopefully I have enough in there to keep things interesting. I'll lock the layer and get the edges all good when the time comes. It looks like I did a pretty decent job with a lot of this the first pass through. So that's nice. This might be one where I put on the original and try to copy some colors, though. I do feel like something is being lost as I go further up. It's getting there. Yeah, I think I have enough in me to finish this today. The last thing I need to do on the code, so I really just want to do it. It's very exciting. Because at the rate I'm going, I think I can get this done this week. And then I can start rigging, and I can show all of you what Inochi 2D looks like. And since it's free, if you think it looks interesting, you can download it and try it too. Alright, I don't have to get this too smooth, so I'm not going to be too much of a perfectionist, but I want it a little bit smoother than this. I don't want choppy edges and stuff. A little bit of blobbiness is probably okay, though. Let's see. Go reference the original real quick. Okay, yep, that actually is like that. Okay, so I do have all this drawn correctly. So we'll just extend it outward and do that. There we go. Now I just gotta go back around this way. Do one last final check to make sure I don't have any obvious holes. Knowing me, I probably have a couple somewhere, but I figure as long as I get rid of the ones that are just really obvious, I'll be okay. I'll be okay until I do final checks and everything. Alright. So with that, I'm gonna go check against the original and get as many colors on the original in here as I can. We have this line like going up through here. This nice little light area. And this nice little light area. I want to keep a lot of these. I do feel like while I was going through things, I lost a little bit. So I'll just go back and get it back. Figure as long as I keep the colors, it's fine. The rest I can kind of improvise. And I think this is easier than just copy and pasting and then redoing all the cutting and stuff like that. Oh, there's a random little light spot there. Okay. We'll keep him. He's cute. Alright, so now we'll do it the same on the other side. Let's go through, try to get some of these colors back in. Doesn't have to be perfect. I am trying to get it pretty close to how the original looked. But some things are going to be different. It's just kind of inevitable, just because there's shadows here that I'm going to be doing some different stuff with. Okay, so this should be a pretty accurate representation of the kinds of shadows and stuff back there. And that I think I'm okay with just leaving dark. Yeah, I think I can afford to leave this back area and the edges pretty dark. Now I can just lock the layer and paint. Just pull some colors around, and I'm pressing pretty hard on my airbrush so I don't overblend things. I'll try to keep some interesting color mixes and everything all the way through. And this is just kind of hanging from her shoulders, so it's fine if I just kind of do everything in bands like this. I'm just gonna go in there and really make sure everything's covered and blended. If any of you were ever curious about what goes into making VTuber models like this, well, this is it. It's a lot of very detailed, very tedious work. There's a lot to it. I just gotta make sure that all of these things are out there and ready to move. Let's see, I think I actually want this darker one. Yeah, that's a bit better. I don't normally like to be this zoomed out while shading, but for something like this, I think it's kind of necessary. There we go. Almost there. Almost got it all blended all the way through. And we can see how it all looks with the coat on. Should look pretty good once I put the coat on. I'm kind of excited. Just throwing some more color into the middle. Stop it from looking too boring. Be a bit more in line with this artist style. And all these things that I care about. Alright. So I think something like this is mostly correct. I put a little bit more of this color on this side to kind of blend these in together a little bit better. Just like this. Alright. I think this is looking pretty alright. Zoom in a little bit just to make sure I don't have any obvious problems. Yeah, a little bit up here. %100% is probably more than enough. I'll just touch up things here and there. But otherwise, I think this is pretty good. I don't have the same kind of shadows from the body and everything else. I'll have to think about how much I want to do with that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the layers. Yeah, I think I want to do a little bit more with shadows. But I can do that on a separate layer. And then I can move those shadows around. This way, as she moves her body, I can move those shadows and still have a bunch of this. Alright, let me get those shadow colors in there. Just gonna try to make them look like they do here. Actually, let me just do the ones from her body first. Okay. Yeah, I got one from the code over here, so let's just start over. It's fine. So right now, I'm just doing the ones that were kind of made from the body. So it'll be like this. And like this. Probably little ones down here. And I'll group these for alpha purposes. And I think all of this should just be in shadow. There. Now I'll do another one for the coat. I think I'll put the coat ones underneath the body ones because the body ones are a little bit darker. There. So now I should have some of those interesting shadows back. Yeah, I clearly missed a spot over here. Let's try again. There we go. So I have the interesting shadows back, and I'll be able to move them around with as the character moves. That's perfect. Alright. And let's see. It looks like I lost a couple of light spots while I was going through and doing that, so let's put those back right through here. Let's just put those light spots back. Highlights are too important to mess around with. That's great. I don't want to get that shape in there because I think it looks nice. There we go. Okay. And thus, I believe the coat is done. I already got all the layers back on. And I think that's where I will end it for today. Next time, I think I'm going to do her back hair. Because right now she's still a little bald back there. And I can just get this stuff finally back there. It's in my mental list of things I need to do next. I keep forgetting that one exists. So maybe I should do it next. So yes, next time, back hair. But for today, that will be all. So thank you all for coming. If you'd like me to take a look at any of your own creative projects, whether that be art, writing, coding, game design, any creative pursuit you can think of, even cooking, gardening, I don't care. I want to see it all. Feel free to message or at me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll take a look and maybe leave some comments. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.